In this video, I'm going to read you a page from a book that I read. I won't tell you which book it is. You don't need that. You just need to listen to me. And as I say, it will only work. Like you will only get wisdom if you believe that is the truth. It may not be for you. You may come back to it later and find it okay. But for now, probably not. So whatever. I'm gonna read you that passage, then we're gonna talk about that together, like debunk it and see if it's true or not, if it's good. But for me, like it's how my mind works. Since I discovered that simple wisdom can really help me with everything, when I have a bit of knowledge, a bit of wisdom in a page or something, it's always make me come back to it. So I took a screenshot from that page like actually a long time ago. Now it was in May 28, and now we are like a September, October 20, something like that. So it was a long time ago, and I refind this page. Say, oh, okay, I was reading it. It's okay, very nice. Okay, I remember that. Say, okay, I'm gonna make a video about that. All right. So here we go. When life is lived in a fully conscious way with wisdom, we can eventually overcome all harmful emotions and behavior. We won't experience greed even in the face of lack, nor will we have ill will even when confronted by aggression and hostility. When our speech and action comes from a place of wisdom and compassion, they will always produce better results than when driven by greed and anger. So this is the first paragraph. There's a second paragraph, which is very good as well. All this is possible because true happiness comes from within, which means we can always find joy in both good times and bad. Although pain and pleasure are inevitable part of the human life, suffering and happiness are entirely optional. We're going to discuss about that. Very important. The choice is ours. The fully awake, fully conscious human being has the love, compassion, and energy to make change for the better whenever it's possible. The equanimity to accept what can be changed and the wisdom to know the difference. I don't know for you, but for me, this is huge. Like maybe like you hear that you say, oh, okay, it sounds good, no, it sounds bad, like a lot of beautiful words, but like we need to stop and think about it. This is the most important part. As I say in all my video, if I open a door for you, if like something click with you, please, you have to investigate. Like don't believe any of my word, but just find the truth by yourself. Go investigate, right? So let's read it again and maybe analyze. So when life is lived in a fully conscious way with wisdom, we can eventually overcome all harmful emotions and behavior. So this is pretty true because when you live like a fully awake, like when you live with wisdom, as I always say, with simple wisdom, you know like what life is all about. You know that you're gonna die, you know what you're gonna be sick, you know that nothing is permanent. These kind of things. This is like your new truth. You know that. So why living in hell of the bad emotion? I made another video on happiness. I invite you to go watch it if you did not, or I explain like the base level of happiness and how you rise it basically. And this is exactly that, like when you live in anger, stress, like a bad emotion, you can't have a good life. So wisdom is the key, at least to me. Okay, so we won't experience greed even in the face of lack. So even we are missing anything in life, we don't feel like, oh, you need greed because you're fulfilled, you're happy inside, you have wisdom, and it's very, very important to you. It has to be at least. I remember it's like a side story, but I kind of remember something that I read. It was amazing. Like it was, I think it was Gandhi. He was asked by one of these professor if he can choose like all the wisdom or $1 million, and Gandhi said, "Oh, I want $1 million." And the teacher said, "No, you can have all the wisdom in the world. Why would you want to have $1 million?" He said, "Yeah, we always want what we don't have." That's what he answered. Boom. That was beautiful. See? Think about that later, maybe. But I enjoyed that story. Anyway, sorry for that. Like, just like I was excited because it's so cool. Anyway, so we were like, we won't experience greed even in the face of lack. No, we will experience ill will when we're confronted by aggression and hostility. When our speech and action come from a place of wisdom and compassion. So everything, like the way you think, the way you speak, the way you live your life is from wisdom and compassion. there will be always a better result when it's from a greed or anger. Can you just stop and think about that for a second? So everything you do is like a drive by anger, by greed. Do you think it's gonna be good for you, for good for people around you, for your life? But if instead it's gonna be like wisdom and compassion, everything you say, everything you do, that's a really better place. It will produce definitely a better result. You may not agree with me right now with that, but try to think about an example in your life. Something you say, oh, one day you say, oh yeah, you wanted to have more money, so you did something a bit like silly, not good, and you end up with a bad with problems. It could happen. I had addiction for a while with betting. It was a small part of my life, but it was so stressful, and I was like driven by greed, and it was one of the worst time of my life. I hated that, and I had to stop, and it was so hard because it was becoming an addiction, and money can drive you very crazy. So please be careful. So next time, try to use your wisdom that you collect on a daily basis on this channel, for example. And if you want more, don't hesitate to click the link down below. Okay, so let's move on. All this is possible because true happiness comes from within. Outside this one, it's really hard for people. I know that. I know, like, they don't think that the happiness is come from inside you. Say they always think, oh, I will be happy when I'm gonna have this partner. Oh, I will be happy when I have this car. Oh, I will be happy when I'm gonna make this amount of money. I'll be happy when I have like this new screen. Like they think like a material is the real happiness. Well, no, no, no. Everything is from the inside. I remember like the Dalai Lama, he said that it was really nice because when the Chinese they wanted to take Tibet and tell a story, war story, and his answer was beautiful. He said that they can take everything from me, but they will never have my happiness. Think about that, how powerful this is. Say like anything, like people that can be aggressive to you, they can cheat on you, they can be very bad at you, aggressive, hostility, like all the bad. But if you're good here, if you're good in your heart, if you're happy, not nothing gonna they can do nothing to you because you're happy. No one can take that from you. That's exactly what they say. Like, which means you can always find joy in both good time and bad, although pain and pleasure are an inevitable part of human. So, okay, you're gonna have pain in your life, you're gonna have anger, you're gonna have bad feeling, but happiness, you're the one, like they say, like suffering and happiness are entirely optional. So see, that's exactly it. So you've got the choice. You want to suffer or you want to be happy. So in a situation, like you're suffering for something, okay, you're sick. Imagine it's a really bad sickness, which I hope you're okay. But if it happened, so if you choose suffering, you're gonna double your suffering. But if you choose happiness, you say, okay, I'm sick. So what? As they say, this is optional. I think this is really powerful to think about that. And I think it's true. You've got the choice. You have the choice to choose suffering or happiness, right? The choice is ours. A fully awake, fully conscious human being has the love, compassion, and energy to make change for better whenever it's possible, to accept what can be changed and the wisdom to know the difference. So this is a summary basically of what I really do believe and what I do with that channel. It's like if you develop wisdom, it's more important than smartness, and it will take care of all your life. It will take care of everything. Um, I don't know what to tell you more. So if I say something, it click with you, you have to investigate. Try things for yourself. It's like when you read some quotes on TikTok or whatever. Oh, nice quotes. But you stop. No, don't do that. Like investigate. Just think. Like something must pop up in your mind about the situation in your life. The first thing that pop up in your mind, just try to think about that. It's very, 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 very important. As I always say, okay? So please make simple wisdom your daily life and you will have a great life. See you in the next video. Bye bye.